Bitcoin and the whole crypto market is finally doing something. After over 40 days of doing absolutely nothing, we're finally starting to see some movement. Let me give you a price update. Obviously, we are actually still within this range, but I need to tell you on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and maybe a couple more coins where I think the price is likely to end up. Number one thing, right, is I personally did not manage to go long down here at the bottom. Okay, why? We got given on the 4-hourly time frame, we got the best divergence, the best money flow divergence we could have asked for. Okay, by the way, I've just turned on our indicators. I'll tell you more about them in just a second, but the money flow divergence that we got gave us the absolute bottom, and ever since then we've been getting an insane push up, at least at this time, a 7% move. Now, because I didn't manage to go long here, I zoomed in down to the 1-hourly time frame. This is the really interesting thing. So in yesterday's video, we were saying this was a bit of a sideways range and you couldn't go long here because that's silly. So you had to wait for some sort of a retracement back to then go long. Now, this is the best part of all of them, is that we hit the exponential moving average, which is this gray line, okay? And if you watch my videos and if you've watched the little course which I have made, which is completely free, you will know when you should and when you shouldn't use an exponential moving average. This was a good place for us to use an exponential moving average, specifically as well because we were oversold. We were doing higher lows on the price action, lower lows on the RSI. Those were bullish signs. Okay, so this was a fairly good area. On top of that, if we trace a Fibonacci retracement from the low all the way to the high, and we turn on the 0.382 level, that's not a level I really trade, but it did hit it exactly there. And then if I take it off and I move this up a little bit more, just like this, we actually hit the 0.5 level very, very nicely. It would have been nicer to potentially go a little bit lower, okay? But just because I didn't want to miss out, I personally went long there. Because of that, we are now seeing a very big explosion up, and I'm going to have to tell you onto where the price is going to go. Before I forget as well, okay, we're going to trace a local fixed range volume profile. So from this whole range that we have got going on, I'm going to trace a volume profile, and you're going to see how we got actually the exponential moving average was in perfect harmony, in perfect sync with the point of control. So with this push down, we did a retest on the point of control, and then we are getting the push up, which is a really, really good, really bullish thing to do. I did tell you as well in yesterday's video, in no way was I going to go short on this resistance, because this resistance was hit 1 time, 2 times, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This would have been the 8th time that we would have hit the value area high. It didn't make sense for us to take that trade. So, Jay, where is the price of Bitcoin going to go? It's quite risky, okay, for us to try and short it now. It would be like trying to catch a falling, or kind of like a falling knife, but on the other way around. So how am I going to find where I'm going to potentially start building a short? Well, I'm going to trace a Fibonacci retracement first off from the very, very high of 82,850 all the way down to the low of 58k. We've just recently made it, actually, by the time I press record, we've just made it to the very first area. This is very risky. I personally find it very, very risky for us to try and do something now. I think we need to wait for some structure, maybe for on the 15-minute time frame, on the 1-hourly time frame, see if we can start building some sort of range, and then from there look for pushes down. Now, okay, why am I saying this level? It's the 0.5 level, okay? It's also a 4-hourly fair value gap, which you can see on the screen right now. And on top of that, I'm now going to turn on multi-time frame fair value gaps. and we're going to specifically turn on daily fair value gaps. This was a daily gap that we were talking about for a very long time, which I don't know why it's not showing, but it's actually right there. There we go. This daily gap was something I've been speaking about for a very long time because it wasn't hit there and we didn't manage to go short because of it. We didn't hit it there, and now finally we are inside it right now. Like I said as well, I personally find it a bit risky for us to try and go short right now. I think we need to wait for some sort of structure to build for us to attempt a short. Having said that, what's quite scary, that the daily RSI is down here. It's not fully oversold yet, okay? But it looks like we do actually still have quite a bit more room for us to move up. That's why the 0.618 level doesn't look so crazy, doesn't look so weird, doesn't look so strange. We've got we've got a daily fair value gap inside the 0.618 level. Okay, that's a fairly bullish thing to do. On the 8-hourly time frame, we've also got an inverted fair value gap and a normal fair value gap. And then, just to top it all off, we have got the value area high of this whole range, the previous range and the range which we are currently breaking out of right now. Value area high is coming in at the 0.65 level. Now, what does this mean? I don't want to FOMO you. Okay, I don't want to tell you this is going up to the moon, you're going to be a millionaire. No, what I'm saying is this was our area to go short, which we were speaking about for a very long time. We've just hit it as if nothing, and we're starting to get some sort of rejection right now. If I was you, if you want to trade it, I think it would make sense for you to drop down the time frames, maybe one hourly, 15, even 30 minutes, and look for some sort of pattern, look for some structure. You can't just go short now. There's too much strength, there's too much move. Look at this money flow. That's obscene money flow. Surely you cannot go short if you see all of this money flow. So if you start to see some sort of structure, some sort of pattern, then some fair value gaps start being formed, there you can potentially start looking for some shorts. Being very careful, keeping in mind that the daily time frame still has room to get more of a move up. Okay, because let me just put it into perspective as well for you. Let me just hide everything. Let me just hide the indicators, and I'm actually going to get rid of this. This was an accumulation range, okay, which is a concept that we speak about quite a lot. But this was a range, but I would personally argue this whole thing was also some sort of an accumulation range. That's why, for this reason, we are breaking out of this whole range. And in my point of view, this area up here is not such a crazy one. Okay, now again, I'm not saying we are going up to the moon. I'm just saying this scenario is open. Right now, I'm waiting for some structure to be formed. I just want to make sure that this is very, very clear. Let's have a look at Ethereum. Ethereum's also being extremely bullish. We were still inside this sideways range. Okay, and in fact, Ethereum, something that I was extremely happy about was how well respected the daily exponential moving average of 50 time frames has been respected. Look, we did not close a single candle below it. We've been respecting it. We stayed within this range, and we have now broken out of this range. Now, until where is Ethereum going to go? We're going to do a very, very similar thing. We're going to trace a Fibonacci retracement all the way from the high to the low, and we're probably going to be looking for the 0.618, which is where we already are. In fact, this is really nice. We have hit the 0.702 level perfectly. We've also hit a daily order block perfectly. Now, on top of that, we're going to trace a fixed range volume profile. And what are we going to see through this? The point of control, we completely broke it. Okay, that's absolutely fine. But we're going to be looking at the volume nodes. Okay, we had a big volume node right there, which is where we obviously have this order block. That kind of makes sense. And then we had this high volume node right there. High volume node inside the 0.6618 level. This is a very similar case scenario to Bitcoin. Okay, I am not telling you to go short right now. I think that's quite risky. What we need to do, we've just recently had a very aggressive push up. We're very oversold, we're very overbought. There's an insane amount of money flow. You should not go short now. That's extremely risky. What you need to do, like I told you for Bitcoin, first off, lean on Bitcoin. Look at what Bitcoin is doing and then use that in your help to trade other coins. Look and then wait to see for some sort of pattern. If you're a market maker, you can't just push the price up and then immediately just press sell. You need to spend some time to distribute your earnings, make a distribution process, some sort of range, even if it's a one hourly or a 4 hourly range, to then have the possibility to go back in short. Let's not forget as well, we're in a bear market, okay? We're very close to the end, haven't finished it yet. Okay, let's have a quick look at Solana as well. Why not? Solana has been insanely good. This was an accumulation process which we were talking about basically at the start of this month, and I personally went long there. You might ask, why did you long there? Fibonacci retracement from the low all the way to the high. We hit the 0.618 level. We hit the 0.702, which is a level that you've seen works. On top of that, we basically just came down and we tested the top side of our little accumulation range. This was a really good place for us to go long. On top of that, you can see I've drawn out this little defense zone. That's something I use quite often. It's a zone of defense. Within this defense, I'm only going to allow a single fake out. So if we go down to the 1 hourly time frame, you'll probably see it a bit better. We started off here, we got 1 test, 2 tests. On the third one, we got a fake out. We recuperated very, very quickly, and I was still being bullish because of my bias on Bitcoin. And then since then, we have gotten, just a crazy push up that we are currently living. So right now, we are getting a 10% pump on Solana. Up until where is this going to go? Well, I just want to point out, I've just seen it. Thanks to our indicators, our really lovely, amazing liquidity sweeps, you had the best entry point possible on Solana. I've just realized this now. Let's trace a Fibonacci retracement from the high all the way to the low. We are currently on the 0.618 level. I would really like to see, oh, that's not what I want. I would really like to see some sort of liquidity sweep above this high, basically to the 0.702 level. We're going to do again the exact same process, fixed range volume profile of this whole lot that we've got going on. And we can see the point of control still hasn't been hit previously. I think it would make sense for us to get the slight deviation above the recent high, grab some liquidity, hit the 0.702 level, hit the point of control, and then potentially start to see some reactions back down. This is a daily breaker order block. And I'm also not forgetting we are in a bear market. Next price target, if this gets absolutely obliterated, it will probably be the value area high. Let me just check out of pure curiosity. If, no, that's not what I want. If it lands with this level, it doesn't match with it, and that's fine. So yeah, that's my price target, basically 84, but then again, waiting for some sort of structure, for some sort of range for me to trade it, and then potentially look for the next push down. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. I hope you are having a lovely, lovely day, a really happy day, and I hope you're making a bunch of money. If you would like access to these indicators, in the descriptions box, there's a link that takes you to our Telegram, where you get access to these indicators, my free course, and few more bits, all for free. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow for another daily market reading, and we will see where the price of Bitcoin has headed now. Bye bye.